I have this commercial design I purchased for a Christmas stocking, but I don't want the partridge in the pear tree. I'd like to get rid of it. Normally, I might be able to, in the sewing order, go out and pick the design that I wanted to delete. In this case, the green leaves are showing up, but when I select the object, it selects the whole thing, and so deleting it would delete the entire stocking. That's not what I want to do. So instead of that, what I need to do is go up to the word stitches and go divide by color. Once I've divided it by color, now you see it's got boxes around multiple parts, and I could just click on this and delete it with the delete key, and this, and go through that way, or I could go down in this stitch box, and this is where I see it first occurring, and I can select in the stitch order all the parts of that design that I don't want. Click select object and delete. So now I have the basic design, and I have another design I'd like to put in there. Well, you can't just open it and put it in there. You need to import. So here's import. I have some other Christmas designs. I'm going to try this one. So here's a little gingerbread man. I can scoot him over to where I want him. His colors are not at all desirable to me. So I'm going to go down here and I will change the color. I can go to this color spool here and choose red for his hat. His body's probably more of a brown. So when I'm changing colors, I can either use the spool at the top of my sewing order. When I have it selected, I could go up and use this color up here, and it will open the color chart here, and there's multiple color charts to use that I can choose from also. But when I have him looking good, that's fine, except that he's not going to quite sew out right, because for putting on the back, here's the stitch out. So I need to go to this last part of that stocking, select that object, and choose to sew last, because that's what he should have done. Before you save this or stitch it out, I recommend that you go through the stitch simulator. That is at the bottom of the screen down here. If it's not there, you need to go to the word view up here at the top and turn on the stitch simulator. See, this is on, there's off, it's missing, or back on. You want that on so that you can see how the project will stitch out. I'm going to hit play. You've got a bar so it can go either slow, and it has, what is this, 6 different speeds. I'm going to put it at middle now and hit play. So that's your basic background, that's your cuff. Looks like it's a different color fabric for the bottom. And now they're putting a satin stitch over where that piece of applique on the bottom filled in, and decorating the top of the stocking. Putting in the holly leaves. Speed this up a little bit. slow it back down. This is the gingerbread man that I added to it. And I was doing a quick demo. You might want to change colors on further pieces. Okay, so see that bow, I know I don't want that to be black, so I'm going to close out of the stitch simulator and I'll go back in here and looks to me like this might be the bow, and I probably want him red also. Yep, he looks much better. So I can go back and finish with the stitch simulator on fast and see how he goes. Much better. Now if you wanted to, you could try to go back in here and move that bow back up to the hat to see if that would sew out okay. So you wouldn't have to change the color as much. Let's take a look at that. But that doesn't work out because see, all the brown is going to be down in here, so we don't want to do that. So I'm going to go up to this little white arrow up here and undo that. Now we want to save him, so go to Save As, and I put in the name. I put it under Christmas Stocking, saved him stocking with the gingerbread boy. Save. And you can also send this. You can send it to your USB stick. Find the stick down here, or you can send it to your machine. So here I have the Luminaire. Your choice, or both.